If you want to heal depression from its root, you don't need to fight with the mind. You need to free your prana. Taking your time with inhalation in this technique. Long. Second technique, which is basically the navel region. Focus on the navel. Position is same, sitting position. Depression has one very powerful name, which is called Vishad, and it happens when the prana cannot flow in the chest region or in the abdominal region. If you're targeting the depression, you're targeting these 2 points. Let's start this video with 3 powerful statements. These 3 powerful statements is the essence of our overall video, which will give you idea that what you are going to watch today. The first statement is the root cause of depression is suppression. Depression begins where expressions ends. You're not depressed, you are compressed. Namaste everyone. Welcome back to your YouTube channel, Ujjayi Yoga. Today, I am going to explain you the exact science and the yogic technique to release the inner compressions which are leading you to depression. I will be showing you the techniques how to come out from depression by few powerful tools which you can apply right away and can see the benefit. So if you are the one who is depressed and having that overstress issues, this video is for you. Share the video for those who really need help. So let's start the video and understand this inner compression and learn how to release it. Modern psychology says that depression begins when emotions stay stuck inside the nervous system, and yoga says depression begins when prana stop flowing. Until you are not experience this pranic flow, for you it will be theory. So we will be using some techniques through which you can really feel that pranic flow. So you'll be start believing in it, start using these techniques to come out from this depressive state. Because both modern psychology and yoga says the same things but in a different language. Most people think that depression suddenly appears, but it doesn't. It grows silently. Suppressed anger, suppressed fear, suppressed pain, suppressed truth, suppressed breath. And all these suppressions create inner pressure. And when your system can no longer handle this pressure, you start collapsing inward. And that is where we call it collapse depression. Now let me give you the solid evidence to understand this topic well, and then we will be moving to the techniques, what you should begin with. Let's understand first what neuroscience says about that topic. Neuroscience says that suppressed emotions activates amygdala, which is your fear center. Over time, this constant suppression weakens the prefrontal cortex, which leads to low motivation, sadness, and emotional numbness. Where physiology point out that when you are suppressing the emotions, your breathing automatically becomes shallow, and shallow breath means low oxygen supply in the body. Low oxygen supply to the brain, which means low energy, low mood. Science calls this state hyperventilation induced depressive state. What happens when you are depressed at hormonal level? It increases cortisol, and which decreases serotonin and dopamine, and which block the vagal tone, and all this scientifically linked to depression. Trauma studies says that unexpressed emotions, memories are stuck, stays longer in your nervous system. In yoga, such state called samskaras, which are energy blockages. So here one conclusion is that science and yoga talk the similar things, but in a 2 different language and 2 different state. Once we understand that through yogic ways and using these techniques can cure all these problems which we are facing in today's time in the world, and not only curing them in surface, curing them in the depth, cleaning these wounds so which will never come back again. Because through these yogic techniques you stay motivated, inspired, so depression cannot even enter, cannot even think to come to you. In yoga, depression has one very powerful name which is called Vishad, and it happens when the prana becomes stuck, cannot flow in the chest region or in the abdominal region. So these are the 2 places. If you will be keep working in these 2 places, start releasing the pranic blockages, you will not have that vishad state, depressive state. Therefore, most of the yogic techniques, if you're targeting the depression, you're targeting these 2 points. Because when breath is blocked, mind becomes heavy. When the prana is blocked, cannot travel in 72,000 energy channels, you feel heavy, you feel blocked, you feel suppressed automatically. And first suppression comes energetical suppression. There you have to target. And where energy doesn't rise, doesn't find the path to awaken, consciousness feels stuck, feels trapped. That's why you don't feel motivated, you don't feel inspired, you don't feel to do anything. You feel just to stay in your room, close, because energy is stuck. You have to work on that energy. You have to come out from this state by certain practices. Otherwise, the life is just a dark shadow, and which will give you fear more and more, and which will dig you down from where you sometimes cannot even come out. So, if you want to heal depression from its root, you don't need to fight with the mind. You need to free your prana. You need to free your breath. Now I'm going to show you the perfect, powerful techniques which you will start doing from today. Understand these 2 techniques and start doing them regularly. I will be showing you just in a sitting position right now I'm in. So you can do it on your mat, yoga mat, or you can do on bed. If you don't have any place to do, you can do this on chair too. Before we go forward, I want to tell you one thing. You start releasing your breath, depression start releasing you. It will start making you free. Depression is not a punishment, it is a signal, which means your compressed system is asking you to breathe again, and you're not listening to it. That's why you are in a trap. What you have to do is, sitting quietly in any position, just make sure that your spine should be straight. It can be done in standing position too. So as I said earlier, either you sit on the mat, ventilated room, good airflow should come. If you have a temple, close to temple, any spiritual place, towards the north side or the east facing, make sure that you are doing this technique with empty stomach. First you clean your bowel, do your rituals, physical cleansing, and then come to mat. Just for 10 to 15 minutes do this technique. The first technique is working on your chest region, which is called Bhastrika Pranayam. But this way, what I am saying, as I said, it's a closed, accumulated, suppressed emotions which are stuck in the chest region, and then the belly region too. Simply opening the flap of your nose and forcefully you are inhaling, allowing your exhalation to be passive and normal. Like that. Once again, see here, chest is broad and open, forceful inhale, and then slowly start releasing it. Slowly, slow as possible, even controlled exhalation. Once again, third, then slowly down. It's like you're giving shock to your chest. 11 rounds. After you finish this technique, then you are doing the same with only exhalation forceful. So inhale slow, exhale same way. See? But this is not a Kapalabhati pranayam. This is not that belly is going inside. This is just longer exhalation with force. Understand one more time so you get the right technique. It is not that you have to do Kapalabhati like this. No, see that exhalation how I'm doing. Let's do it with open eyes so you get the idea. See, inhale slow. Take your time. When it comes to exhale, longer with a force. Not. See the difference. One is and one is. So longer exhalation, again slow inhale. Taking your time with inhalation in this technique. Long. So most of the exhalation is happening again from the chest region. So you are trying to clean this area first, allowing your breath to settle down. Because after these 2 techniques, 11 round, you will just focus on your breathing and you will notice that how the breath became very quiet, very deep, very long, and very settled, relaxed. The second technique, which is basically the navel region. Focus on the navel. Position is same, sitting position, nostril inhalation. With open mouth, longer exhalation, belly goes in. So longer exhalation with open mouth. But while doing this, belly goes in. So again, it is not a Kapalabhati. It is not, it is You're focusing on exhalation, and then the belly goes in. That process 11 rounds. And then after that, sitting straight quietly and just breathing in and out softly for 10-15 minutes. After complete these techniques, just simply close your nostril and do Anulom Vilom. Inhale left nostril with a full belly expansion, with a full chest expansion, and exhale right nostril out. Then right inhale, left nostril out. And you're focusing, you're watching the breath, how it is going from one nose to other, how it's going from other nose to one. That's a 1 round. Do this again 11 rounds. You will notice after 3 days, you will see huge changes. Do every morning. And if you want to do, before you go to bed, just do Anulom Vilom. So that's your routine. Before you go to bed, 11 rounds Anulom Vilom. After you wake up, all these 3 techniques together. As an additional practice, you add your regular asana practice in your routine every morning, because asana releases the blockages. It helps your prana to channelize into nadis. Through the stiffness opening, you open the blockages. I really want to invite you to join our regular asana, pranayama and meditation practice, which is live. It's a good opportunity to bring your life into yogic routine so that these avasad, these kind of barriers will not hold you back, which will make you free from all the tensions and which will give you a direction to grow spiritually and to grow healthy. Our regular online classes are on. Link in description. Join and start your practice today, and I will see you on mat. Share this video if it is helpful. Share this technique with others, and I'll see you again in the next video. Namaste.